Yo, what up? We're here. We're here. We're here. Damn it! Welcome to welcome, welcome, welcome to the Wednesday night Deacon Board podcast. Listen, tonight we're going to talk about black men who travel and we eat. We eat
Eats.
because we eat well wherever we travel
We,
to.
we eats well.
So yeah, we eat very well. We're also going to touch on this issue with Zillow that just came out a couple of days ago and the real estate market. And then we'll talk about a few other things that
We need to talk about the Knicks.
yeah.
We need to talk about the
Yo,
Knicks.
all right, are we gonna talk? Let's start off talking about the Knicks because let's just get that over with. What do you want to talk about the Knicks? First of all, everybody know I'm Dante. That's my co-host Jay Has, Dr. James Hassel. He has many titles, so whichever y'all want to call him, just call him that. But he is here. He is
I'm
on
his faithful sidekick on
the
the
faithful,
show right here.
faithful sidekicks. Them other Negroes can't be trusted to be anywhere on time. They'll be here later though. They'll be here later.
I'm always late too, so I can't talk.
Right.
The last one coming on.
It's all good though. We
So,
appreciate you.
our New York Knicks. I just wanted to say, that I've been watching them play, and I'm quite pleased with the way they're starting their season. I haven't seen them start this strong in a long time, and I hope they don't crumble. But we got to give New York credit, for anything they give us to celebrate. Because between the Knicks, the Nets, the Jets, the Giants, the Yankees, the Mets, we got to find what we can find.
Okay. I mean, I'm not. Listen, I'm a Laker fan. I'm a diehard Laker fan. So we started off rough. We started off 0-3, but we run off a nice little streak. We're what are we 5-4 right now? 5-3 right now. Our record is. So it's not bad. The Knicks are we're 5-3. The Knicks are 5-2. So even records, but it's only
It's not
two.
quite even.
It's
But
2 weeks into the season. I mean, listen, we can't start tripping about what's going to happen, what's not going. It's 2 weeks into the season. Anything can happen. I mean, shoot, look at the Nets. The Nets are 4-3, and they're struggling.
I watched them. I watched their rhythmless nation the other day. I couldn't believe the turnovers and the lack of chemistry on their offense. It just looked really bad.
Well, some people are blaming it on the this new basketball move situation that the NBA has. A lot of
With
people
the
are blaming,
fouls
with the fouls, and a lot of people are
and the
saying,
natural movement.
yeah, it's taking James Harden out of his game.
Well, James Harden though, he just cried the whole game. I was like, really, don't be that dude.
Yeah, he's a sucker though. I hate to say it like that, but he's still soft. I think he's soft. He's unnecessarily soft to me.
Yeah, but you can't blame the rules on chemistry though.
No, you can't. You can't blame it on chemistry, but I mean, he's just, I don't know. To me, I think Harden just that whole team is set up for failure. They talk about how the Lakers are set up for failure. They probably, they're old. They're old.
You talking about the
Russ.
Nets?
No, I'm talking about the Lakers now.
Oh,
The Lakers,
okay.
the Lakers are old. The Nets are right behind them. I mean, these young cats now in the league are balling out of control. Like I was up late watching the Laker game last night. They were playing Houston, and they got some young gunners on that team, man. They got some young cats that are balling out of control on that team. Like Kenyon Martin Jr. was balling out of control. This other kid named Green, I believe, he was balling out of control last night. I don't know how these teams are going to keep up with these young gunners, and even Milwaukee. Milwaukee
But
has.
it did look like the Nets had assembled like the God Squad. It was like the Avengers at one point.
Yeah, but we all know what happened to the Avengers. Thanos came along and snapped his daggone fingers and killed them all. We forget that's what happened with the Avengers.
Yeah, it was
Thanos
quick.
snapped.
Thanos is my favorite.
Yeah,
He's my
that's
favorite
funny.
Marvel comic
He is.
character.
He is definitely one of my favorite villains of all time. So Thanos is he's that.
Besides Papa Pope on what is that
Well, Scandal.
Scandal. Yeah, Papa Pope is my favorite villain of all time.
Yo, he was a beast on Scandal. He's on this new show on Fox called one of those people or something like that. It's a new Lee Daniels show, but he's killing it on that show also. He has
so
Parkinson's, but he's a
smart.
beast. Yeah, he's come a long way from playing the probation officer on Bustin' Loose.
I just drive the bus.
Yeah, he's come a
I'm not
long
a
way.
social worker.
Right, he's come a long way from playing that
Yo,
idiot
that's
on
funny.
Bustin'
Yo,
Loose.
he definitely, and he played something on Different World. He was like the husband. Like, was he gonna marry?
Was he gonna marry Whitley? Was that him?
Yeah, I think it was him. Yeah.
Oh, I would have to go and look that up. That's some cold.
Yeah, that's
That was speaking of that episode, people still bring that up as one of the best all-time episodes on television. That would never happen in real life. Right. That dude, Dwayne Wade would have Dwayne Wayne
would have got punched in the face.
Would have got punched in the face by the groom and all of his goons. There would have been a fight.
What?
Like, nigga, I mean, boy, what? You coming in here doing it?
If you don't get your little skinny, flipped up glasses self up out of here.
Oh, my baby, please, baby, get out of here. Yo, he's ready to get dropped. Yo, he's ready to get dropped. Yo, it's crazy.
They don't know television like that.
They don't know. They don't know real TV. Oh, yeah. Speaking of bad television, the Atlanta Braves are the World Series champions. That's how I feel about it.
You heard the silence.
The silence. Yeah. Okay, okay.
Wait, do I need to plug my machine in?
I don't know how to feel about the Braves winning the World Series. Okay, great, first time since '95. Almost 20 some odd years. Okay, y'all deserve it. God bless. Boo hoo hoo. I know one thing. And I've never seen so many black baseball fans before in my life. Outside of last night in Atlanta, because they know none of them are going to be going to work on Friday. They're all going to be at that allegedly they're going to be at the parade.
Tape parade.
It's a day off of work for Black Atlanta, so they're all them jokers. And none of them are going to work on Friday. They're going to be at the parade. So that happened last night. Let's see what else happened in sports that we can talk about. To get it over with. It's supposed to be. Yeah. We're not. Listen, we're talking about black men traveling. I don't need travel agents in here. So skedaddle. All right. No travel agents in here. Nah.
Well, we did talk as a prelude. We had a talk today about the best credit cards for those who travel.
Oh, we did do that. We did talk about that. A lot of people, chase the Chase Sapphire card.
They tried to sell me one today.
Oh, really? You didn't take them up on it? You should have taken them up on it.
I have the American Express Platinum.
Oh, I'm sorry. Platinum. You got platinum privileges, yes, but the Chase Sapphire card earns points just as quick as, it's always good to have two. If you're going to use them for points, not
you're going to spend that money on those fees.
No, that's the issue. Spending the money
for
on
two
fees.
cards.
Yeah, because I know my Bonvoy branded American Express card. I think that yearly fee is $4.95. But
it's the same as
platinum, right? Same as the platinum, but I love the perks that come with it. I love the points. I mean, my Marriott Bonvoy points go crazy. Every time I use it, I get like 5 times points. So.
Is it that we just getting old that we use points? Like young people, they don't understand the value of points. Matter of fact, Mo just came on. We just finished talking about that. We was talking about it with him.
Right. We were talking about it with Mo. Listen, points are valuable. Points are currency. It's currency. Think about how many trips we've taken on points. We've taken a lot of our LA trips are on points.
On points, straight up, first class.
First class tickets are on points. That's right. If you're
keep the money in your pocket.
Keep the money. Well, I mean, technically,
as best you can.
Yeah, as best you can, because you're gonna spend it to get the points. But if I'm gonna spend the money anyway, I might as well use my American Express card, pay everything, and then pay that off every month and collect the points.
Yeah, that's same here. Yeah, because you just it's just an extra step. You put it on the card, you pay it off. That's basically how it works.
It's so worth it. It is so worth the points. It is so worth it. Mo Richardson, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining us tonight, man.
What's up, everybody? What's up, brothers?
Yo, how was your new members class?
Sorry, I got on a smidgen late.
How's the new members class?
I can't stay long, but I definitely wanted to be a part of this, the foodery.
Oh, you want to be a part of the foodery? We didn't even get to the food yet.
Well, we can tell a story about the last time we all ate out with brother Elder Maurice.
Hey, yo, go for it.
Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead.
I tell story, Mo. It was because
story,
no.
Mo.
All right, we're gonna talk about the food, and then we'll talk about what happened. So we're at Mastro's,
Mastro's,
right?
Beverly Hills.
Whatever you want.
Mastro's
In Beverly Hills, they got them all over the country. In particular, this one in Beverly Hills. Let's talk about the ambiance first as you pull up, because you're in Beverly Hills.
Right.
What was most striking to you, Elder Richardson?
Every car you could think of was out there. Like literally, any car you could think of was parked in front of the restaurant.
Yeah,
Right. The valet parking. They had the superstars coming in. You knew the rap boys was coming in. Had all the
rap boys. Yeah, the rap boys is in there. The new rappers. They weren't even hip hop because they were rappers.
It was
They were
youngins.
rappers. Yeah, young.
But everybody
young
was there. So yeah, that's the first thing. That's the first thing I noticed.
Right. We actually had to get dressed properly, so we had to go shopping.
Blaze.
Go ahead, finish. Go ahead. All right. So first off, let's set the ambiance. Let's just set it this way. Now, we get to LA at like 2:00 in the afternoon. We're staying at the JW Marriott downtown LA. For those that don't know, one of our favorite hotels in the world, JW Marriott LA Live. Before the pandemic, it was always popping down there. So, that's why we stayed there that particular trip. So we walk down to the garment district. We go to see my man. We go see my man at Giovanni's. We go see my suit dude at Giovanni's. We had a good time down there. But
Nice guy, too.
Across the street, right next door to C&E Shoes, the shoe shop that every preacher in America knows the C&E Shoes down on Los Angeles Street. Let's just stop fronting. But all the preachers also know what's right next door to C&E Shoes is the cannabis dispensary.
Allegedly.
Please put it up on the screen.
Allegedly. Yeah, let me go ahead and let me just go ahead and put allegedly up here so that way ain't nobody.
It's important while we tell this alleged story.
Allegedly.
As far as we can recall the facts of the story, it's alleged that there's a cannabis dispensary next door to the shoe store. This is what we're saying.
I think so.
That
part's a little foggy.
All this is allegedly. All of this. All this allegedly happened. So now, Mo, tell the rest of the story because I want it in context. Because you have your blog out there also. So put it in the context of that.
Right. I haven't said anything necessarily publicly about this. I'm glad it was with my brothers, Gordon Campbell included, because had this been seen in any other light, it could be misconstrued, allegedly. So we did. I do suffer from a illness, and we went into this particular store to acquire
dietary supplements,
suitable medication for a particular situation. And so what we discovered was that, first it started off with, we acquired some liquid, we did
hand
not
sanitizer.
Go just
the hand sanitizer.
All names have been, we were removing all names. Okay.
But protect the guilty.
We acquired a few items. One item, actually. Just one item. Thinking that everything was okay. We should have known better after we acquired the item because something really simple just went haywire.
Dante,
of course, every place has hands.
My hands swelled up like this. Like two hands is the one. Like
Dante's hands swell up like Professor Clump. He looked
by the way, this was just from hand sanitizer. We literally, because it's daggone COVID. So we touch the door, we go in and put some hand sanitizer on. And I'm like, How you slap
I'm
it
telling you.
like it's numb. It's numb. You know, I'm numb. I'm numb. My fingers is numb. I can't feel nothing. And we walk outside, and my hand swelled up like clump. Like it was like two hands into one. It was absolutely crazy.
Yo, I couldn't stop laughing. For real.
So we should have known something was wrong, right? So now,
so we go get the fruit drinks. Right. We go to the smoothies.
We're walking, by the way. We're walking in LA. We're walking to downtown LA.
Probably 2 miles. We walked about 2 miles.
The fruit drinks. The fruit drinks are great. I poured some medication in the fruit drinks because I'm like, hey, I have some pain and I'm trying to subside it just so that I can enjoy my brothers. Honestly, this was an impromptu trip, and I just wanted to enjoy my brothers. So, of course, there's like an eyedropper in there. We use no eyedropper.
Don't be saying we.
I'm sorry.
He's speaking in the royal plural.
I'm sorry.
In the royal plural. In the empirical.
Like, okay, go ahead. Everything is everything, and I drank it. And so we went upstairs. Everybody got changed. We got dressed to go get dinner. And so the fellas were like, Mo, you feeling better? You okay? I was like, nah, this ain't about nothing. Man, it didn't even help me. And then we drove to Beverly Hills. What was it, like a 45-minute?
Yeah, if that. Maybe 20 minutes. It was traffic. It was rush hours. It was rush hour, so So
we get to Beverly Hills. We get to the restaurant. And we get out. And as soon as my feet hit the sidewalk, my story changed drastically. Drastically.
So I gotta say what's up to Sean in the comments. Sean Cunningham joined us, and we'll hope he can jump on in a little bit. But go ahead, Mo.
What's up, Sean? But so we go and Gordon actually meets us there. Again, shout out to him. And I think the first thing he asked me was like, "What's up, Richardson?" And I was like, "What's up, Campbell?" Then the questions were like, "Mo, you okay?" I'm fine. I couldn't even feel the balls of my feet. It was other things. It was no good for the hair, skin, and nails.
So stop right there. So now we're gonna come back to this story in 2 seconds. So dinner, Mastro's, Beverly Hills. We're sitting on the balcony. If anybody's ever been to Mastro's in Beverly Hills, you know how the balcony is set up. It overlooks the valet area. You can see, I forget what street it's on. Shit. I can't even remember what street it's on. But it's there. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to curse. I got problems. I got issues sometimes. I'll edit that part. Okay. I'm sorry, Bishop. I'm sorry, Bishop. Bishop Hassel. My fault. So listen. So we're there, and so I'm like, yo, order. It's on Cannon Drive, so it oversees Cannon Drive in Beverly Hills. Everybody kind of know. If you've been in Beverly Hills, you know where it is. Mr. Childs is down the street, and a couple other restaurants, famous restaurants. Crustaceans around the corner. It's crazy. Not far from the Pretty Woman Hotel. So everybody kind of knows where it is. All right, so we're ordering food. We know Mo is kind of. We know Mo is kind of. We didn't know the whole situation, but we did know that he drank this fruit drink with the good medicinals in it. So let's just tell the truth of what it is. So it was like lobster mashed potatoes, scallops, steaks.
Come on.
I don't even know what else you get. Macaroni and cheese.
No, you can't skip the Dungeness crab.
Oh, the Dungeness crab cocktail, yo! The Dungeness crab cocktail
with the liquid nitrogen.
Ice.
Yes. Man, it was
so
smoking.
We had it on the table.
It was on the menu. It was on the table, and it's all this, the pretzel bread. Listen, if you ever go to Mastro's, it's all over the country. DC, Florida. They got them in Chicago, New York, of course, California, Phoenix. Just go. It's an experience. Just go. You got the pretzel bread. Let's not forget
the dessert.
Yo, so we're eating.
We all had steaks. We had our steaks.
Ate all of the things. That's right, Raquel. Everybody ate all of those things. Maurice had steak and seafood that night.
Yo, big lobster. He had a huge lobster.
I'm a lobster fan. I love lobster.
With some cream sauce. There was something in the cream sauce. But anyway, so we're eating all this rich food, and then the butter cake comes out. Yo, the butter cake comes out. Now,
delicious.
Well, you have to mention the assortment of cocktails because it completes the story.
I wasn't going to mention that, but you can go ahead and mention the assortment.
But it just completes the story that there was an assortment. I mean, we got to be honest. I'm not coming on, So we had an assortment of cocktails.
Nobody was drunk. Nobody was drunk. So there you have it.
No, we was cold, and we was on the balcony, and all the rich people around us. It was nice.
We were sitting with our kind.
Below us. You have to mention they were not just beside us. They were beneath us.
They were beneath us. They were beneath us. They were beneath us also. That's an important part of the story. That's an important part of the story. So the butter cake comes. They've never had butter cake before.
No.
It was a fight. I think there was a fight. I think like, because they were like, oh, this ain't going to be nothing. Okay, go ahead.
It's crazy.
Describe the butter cake, Doc.
Amazing. I'm talking about melted in your mouth. All the flavors exploded in your mouth. It was like, man, like taste the rainbow for real. It was just delicious.
They soaked it
but
in
it's
joy.
Rich.
Yeah.
It's rich. It's rich. So we got rich food, cream sauce, seafood, steaks, butter cake, ice cream,
cocktails.
We got and fruity fruit juice and the medicinal, Mr. Medicinal. We got like 9 different things going on right now. We got Mr. Medicinal going on.
That's the cocktail. So now back to Mo's story.
Go ahead. We'll talk about the food later.
So then James is like, "You good, Mo?" And I'm just sitting there minding my business, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." And so Dante and Gordon are like, "Oh, he perked up real fast," because I was just like, "Yo, you're not gonna catch me on camera looking crazy," because James is trying. Oh no, we're gonna do this. This is being documented.
Oh my God, I got video.
We don't have this.
Can I put the video?
We really have it on video.
I do have it on video.
Do you have it on video?
I do have it on video.
Yeah, I got it too. So we're sitting there on the balcony, and then I tell them, "Yo, listen, I think I need to go to the bathroom." And so Dante was like, "Okay." Now I was like, "No, I think I need to go back to the hotel," because I wasn't really feeling the greatest. Keep in mind, I wasn't feeling the greatest prior, but I just wanted to have a good time with my brothers. That was short-lived because maybe 2-3 minutes after me saying I needed to go to the bathroom, they were like, "All right, go ahead." I get up. I think I do 1, 2, or 3 steps.
Probably about 3.
3 steps, and I release. I purge. Everything that I just
you didn't make it off the balcony.
The side of the balcony.
Yo.
Nah, you ain't even describing.
So what I heard was, "Oh no, my hair." And it didn't come out in just one shot. It was like it came out. I tried to stop it, and then it just shot out again.
Yo, he was projecting.
I guess
it looked like a deliverance service.
My version. It just shot out. It went down to where the valet parking was. And you can imagine what was happening down below.
Listen.
Yeah. Now, the fellas got a different story, so I'm going to let them tell their version.
We all have different versions because we're sitting at the table and we see him. I see him get up and he staggers. Yo, we like, yo, is he that nice? He didn't drink that much, did he? There's no way. He had like 2 guys. There's no way. So all of a sudden he goes over to the corner and we hear, I was like, yeah! I was like, yo, what is going on? And I can't look. I got a weak stomach. I can't look. But it was bad. Now,
so there was an ounce of sympathy, but there was total friendship. And so I was facing him. I was facing where he was. And Gordon and Dante was facing me, I believe it was. And so when it happened, I'm like trying not. I'm like, yo, is he all right? And then I got tickled. I got tickled quick. I was like, yo, and I started laughing. Gordon goes, yo, you going to hell for that one. Yo.
So there's this lady and her boyfriend.
Oh my God, I forgot about them.
Yo, the lady, she was like, she wanted to hold your hair or your beard or something. There was so much sympathy leaking out of her for you. Oh, I just want to hold you.
So tight.
She's like, I just want to hold you. I just want to make you feel better.
So they get me down to the bathroom, like downstairs. I go to the bathroom. I'm sit. They put me in a chair in the bathroom, where you can look right smack dab in front of you is the commode. And I'm like, all right, this ain't gonna work, because I'm not trying to see every dude come in here and handle their business. This is not cool. So then Dante's like, listen, somebody get my man a ginger ale. So you're gonna bring me a ginger ale in the toilet room. This cannot work. So the lady, though, whoever was the manager, she was very pleasant. She was very nice. She didn't want to get a bad review. I'm certain of that. So she was very accommodating, made sure I was okay. And we got back into the car after a little while. But we did see all of the...
the downstairs looked like a war. It looks like a war happened down in Valet.
Like a vomitorium.
It was...
it was lava.
We could not believe what the heck was going on down there.
Outside of that, the food was
splendiferous. The food was splendiferous, as they say.
One of our favorite spots there, as we ate it. Now, I ate at the Mastro's here in New York with you.
Right.
Similar quality. Steak was really good. Nice atmosphere right after COVID, so it was tough to get a spot in there. But that spot we go to in Malibu, that fish spot.
I know you hate the fish spot. I know you hate the fish spot in Malibu. I enjoyed it. Mo, you enjoyed it because you had that big lobster for like $5.
Oh, it was delicious. And when
that's because James, or the last time we went, James ordered some whitefish and didn't tell him to season it. So they just, they did what they do. They did what they do, and they just put it on the grill and cook it. They didn't put no salt, pepper, nothing on, because that's not how they eat their fish.
You just made excuses like you own stock in the company.
I'm just saying. My clams were good. My fried clams were delicious.
Yeah,
the lobster was great.
That fish was like eating a rolled up paper plate. It was disgusting.
And it was cold that day.
It was freezing that day. It was freezing that day, and we were supposed to go to dinner somewhere else that day, but we were having some sympathy for you. We're like, all right, we ain't gonna drag Mo to dinner this night. Another rich food night. We had to take it easy. We had to take it easy because that was, we were like, this joker ain't gonna throw up, $800 worth of food again.
So good that night though.
Yeah, you got it out of you.
I'm sure you got it out of you. That was
so. Where's your favorite? Where's your favorite place to eat seafood on the planet?
Okay. Honestly, y'all might not agree. Dante might not. But my favorite spot for seafood Connection, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Seafood Connection?
Yes. It's off of W.T. Harris. It's not no real pizzazz. The ambiance ain't nothing there. But the food is tasty. I'm talking tasty. Delicious. Sorry I didn't go high quality.
So Seafood
it's not 5
Connection.
Star, but it's 3-star with the hoodie. The hoodie awards it'll get 5 for sure.
All right. So is it better than Red Lobster?
Really, my dude, everything is better than Red Lobster.
No, I like the biscuits.
The only thing Red Lobster got are biscuits.
I like the biscuits, and I like their lobster bake. I like that.
Lobster bisque?
No, it's it's lobster with the corn and the potatoes. It's like a whole bake of this in this broth. It's really good.
Hey, every seafood spot is better than City Island. I can tell you that.
Yo, City Island is straight
yo,
trash. Yo, City Island is straight trash.
Which restaurants?
Trash.
Which
all
restaurants?
Of them. All
No,
going up
all
and
of
down. Going up and
Yo,
down.
you type trash before you even said it. Stop it. Stop it.
Trash.
Yo, City Island
is
has
straight
good
trash.
restaurants in it, and you just got to pick the right one. Y'all driving straight
Stop
to
playing,
Johnny's.
James.
That's what you doing.
Stop
Man,
playing.
it's trash, yo. City Island is
It's
trash.
not good.
You might as well go to Sally's and eat in Newburgh.
Ooh.
Yo, you might as well go to Sally's Fish Market and eat in Newburgh. You know, East City Island. It's all from the same water source. It's all from the same water source, yo.
Dude, he ain't wrong
it's
though.
horrible, yo.
Terrible.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you my favorite spot for seafood.
And we love it. And we're from New York.
Now,
We
I'm
love
from New York. I'm from New York.
No.
City Island's trash. And New Yorkers come up in here saying that it's not. You're lying. You just go
It's
there.
not
because
trash.
you
I
want
live
bread.
15 minutes. I live 15 minutes from there. And it's not trash.
That's
I
why
don't
you.
go-
Wow, James. You know it's not that good.
I didn't say it was trash.
You know it's not good.
Okay, so you give it what you rating it, 1 to 10.
Depends on which restaurant. There's 40
If you
restaurants
give
on
any
that
restaurant
strip.
above a 5, something's wrong.
From 1 to 10?
Yeah.
Yo, there's
They
some
don't get above a
7s and
5.
some 8s there. There's some 7s and some 8s.
That's rough, Doc. 7s and 8s in City Island. Come on,
There's
Has.
some. I'm not saying all of them. There's several 7s and 8s.
Yo,
And
I can
got
tell you that. I can tell you that.
You're making
I
me
went
think
I've
there's
been
a
to City
4-star
Island.
Howard Johnson's. 4 or 5-star Howard Johnson's. I can't go for that though.
No, I can't do City. I've been there a couple of times, and I was like, nah, it ain't.
I mean, but that's a whole street of stores. Like that's not fair.
Listen, my favorite place to grab seafood from, my favorite restaurant of all time for seafood is Scoma's in San Francisco, Pier 36 in San Francisco. But any place on the wharf in San Francisco has great seafood. San Francisco is a great eating city. When I was 400 pounds, loved going to San Francisco to eat. It was just a great eating city. And fresh seafood.
I like Seattle. I like the seafood.
Yo,
there.
Seattle's cool. Yeah, right off of Pike's
off of
Seafood.
Pike,
yeah. Pike's is one of my favorite spots. I still get
I'll have to check
seafood
that out one day.
from Pike's flown in. So
Well, I went to school out there though. I went to school in Seattle, so I was out there 4 or 5 times a year. Getting my butt kicked.
Yeah, but you made it
Brothers,
through though.
listen, I love y'all.
Don't man. You know we on live. Just bow out. We'll talk to you later.
I got scoot out real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna holler at y'all a little later.
All right, Mo came in and told his throw up story. Then he gonna leave. That's how you do.
You wanted it.
Yeah, get out of
There
here.
it is.
I'll holler at you.
Yep.
Peace. Yeah, Pike's. Seafood is. Seattle's a great foodie city. Also, I mean, you can really eat well in Seattle. Pike's great seafood. Yeah, seafood. Seafood.
Yeah.
That's
so I actually
quantifiable.
bought my favorite cup is from right there on Pike's Place. At the original Starbucks there.
Yeah.
My cup is like the cup from the Accountant. Remember in that movie?
Yeah.
When he hit my man in the head with the cup, that's the kind of cup I got.
Word.
It's a weapon.
Okay, it's a weapon.
I don't get on the New York train without it.
I don't get on New York train.
Like, yo, you sipping coffee?
Nope. If you come near me, you're gonna see how much coffee's really in here. Let me think. Where else is great? Great seafood. We talked about Seattle. This new spot in LA that I found in Redondo Beach, Captain Kidd's Seafood. My boy Wayne Wizzle turned me on to that last week when I was out there. So Greg and I went. It's great, and it's right there where we normally hang out at. So now that we
used
know,
to go to the Crab Fest in Maryland all the time.
That's like a real
That's that
New
blue
York
crab
thing.
though.
Yeah, that's
that
that blue crab
though. But
nobody got time. I'm not a crab person. First of all, it's too much work for a little reward. And then you're dirty, you're nasty, you're smelling like,
It's so bougie, man.
You're smelling like somebody had a good night.
Or a bad one.
Or a bad one, whichever it is.
Yo, but the Blue Crab Fest, man, I like that Maryland Blue Crab. It's good. And they tell you how to crack it, and it's I enjoy that.
I'm not a crab.
But that's in Maryland. I'm just, in Baltimore, outside of Baltimore.
I don't have any favorite spots in Baltimore, in Maryland. Like, and we lived at the harbor for a year, a couple of years in DC, Maryland. No real
Maine lobster,
seafood.
like the lobster houses out there, and Lobster Fest that they do up in Maine.
I want to do one. I want to do one of those. Now I have not. I went to Providence, Rhode Island for work once, and they took us to this lobster spot where the lobsters were so big, man. They were just plentiful. It was absolutely crazy, and they were fresh. They taste real good, you know.
Yeah, and inexpensive because it was in season.
Yeah, right. It was in season, so it was definitely not expensive. I can say in New York City, you know, New York City is definitely a foodie town, but you have to know where to go. Like we found that spot. We found that spot, Boulevard Bistro last week.
Bishop Richardson, he lives in Maine now, so he could give us some insights on some really nice spots up there. He's a chaplain up there.
He's a chaplain
like,
up
for
there.
Assisting a system of hospitals up there. He's incredible.
So he's going to invite us up before he gets too cold.
He owns a farm up there. So yeah.
Oh, okay,
something like that. Yeah.
All right.
We'll see you on here, Jay Bernard.
He telling all his business.
I'm just trying to drag him in to this. Yo, but where we ate last week, that catfish
Boulevard
was crazy.
Yo, Boulevard Bistro, yo. This the spot in Harlem, 115th and Frederick Douglass. It's a nice spot. And that was my second time there, and the food is consistent.
So I heard that they got a little bougie when they got out of the basement. Like they were in the basement of a brownstone for a minute.
Really?
And then when they got to spot on 2 years ago on 116th Street, that they got a little bushy, but I enjoyed the grits and the catfish.
I mean, how could you?
What
is bougie? There was nothing really bougie about it.
Yo, that sausage biscuit sauce thing that Brandon had.
Chicken joint that you and Brandon had.
Oh.
I wish I could play the video. I should have imported the video and played the video on here because that was wild. You know, y'all were just digging in it. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
That was good. Hey, wife.
Hey sis. She's coming in to regulate.
Dante said, hey sis.
My brother.
She's not regulating. She just finished. She's upstairs writing.
That
sausage gravy and those biscuits
You're
was.
done recording?
No, we still recording, but you can say hi.
Oh, I'm sorry, no.
No, you're all right. But anyhow,
we're talking about food. You know, tell her we're talking about food. Our favorite.
We're talking about food. So, Robert was supposed to meet us in there, Macklemore. Yeah, he stood us up.
Yeah, yo, this joker called me Friday night. I was in New York, you know, up there for a funeral for a family member, and we went to Cosmos to eat after the funeral because you know I was hungry. He
Cosmos Pizza.
Yeah, yo, they have a restaurant up in Newburgh.
Open?
Yo, it's dope.
Sarita, that's the daughter, right? Sharita, the Cosmos, the owner. She went to school with us.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. But the food there was great. I mean, it's a great Italian spot. It's a real Italian restaurant. But this joker called me talking about, yo, I thought you were at Buffalo Wild Wings. Man, nobody trying to eat no Buffalo Wild Wings, man. You might as well eat
that. Come on, you
might as well You might as well go to City Island. You eating that Buffalo Wild Wings.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yo, Jay Bernard, he said you own a farm up there.
You don't own a farm. You said you own all that land up there. It's the same thing to me.
Might as well be a farm. Might as well Boone's Farm. Now, listen, you've traveled to Africa. You've traveled all over the world. What are some of your how does African food, you know, and the differences in the countries over there? How does the food compare?
I mean, because I live in New York, we taste a bunch of the cultures, or at least representations of the cultures, and it's pretty close. Like, you know, Morocco, we were there. That Mediterranean feel, and right. Of course, I mean, the seafood is amazing on the ocean there. In Tanzania, on the East Coast, you know, it's so close to India, and African mix in their food, that just amazing culture, again, on the ocean. So those non-landlocked non-landlocked nations in Africa, right. The food is very it's a mixture, like New York, because they're right. On trade routes, Burkina Faso and Benin, those landlocked countries, then you're really getting a deep African feel. Really? You know, you got to be careful with the meats and stuff like that, because, you know, so you're not eating a lot red meats or anything like that, because just
You don't know
you know,
what's going on
chicken.
with
So
it.
it's
Yeah.
like chicken and rice and those kind of things. But it gets more exotic in some of the nations.
Yeah. Yo, you know what I enjoyed? I enjoyed the cuisine in Barcelona. We were in Spain. Yo, it was dope. And walking down the Las Ramblas and just going to the different shops and going to the market over there, it was absolutely crazy how
Yo, my
fresh the
wife and
food
I,
is.
yo, we tasted for the very first time. I think it was in Barcelona. The affogato,
Oh, really?
that ice cream from
Yes.
the gelato
Yes,
with the
yes.
espresso port.
Yes, yes, yes. I know. I almost know exactly where you got it from.
Yo, I ain't never had nothing that smooth and that
And
whew.
what was crazy in Barcelona to me is every other, you can walk like 10 steps and there's a gelato spot. Somebody else making a different type of gelato, somebody else, and they're competing. And the presentations were beautiful on the gelato and the different
Speaking
types.
of Barcelona, that cathedral that they were building,
Yo, I got pictures of it. Go ahead.
yo, was it St. Thomas?
I forget the name of it, but I have the pictures of it.
St.
when
Thomas
we were
of
over there,
Aquinas,
yeah.
I think it's the cathedral there. I never seen nothing at that scale.
I mean, you know, what shocked me, and we went to Rome while we were over there.
Right, same
and
here.
same situation. The Vatican and the food in the Vatican Square. That right when you come out of the tour and they have all the food spots there. The food there was absolutely crazy. Also, the food in Rome was good.
We were blown away by the Vatican.
I'm not Catholic.
was-
I'm not Catholic, but I enjoyed my time.
Yo, same here.
In the Vatican.
But the Vatican is probably the most beautiful place I've ever been
Yeah,
in my entire
yeah,
life.
yeah.
I got angry.
Oh, I'm sure you did because it's a lot of stolen artifacts there.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that don't belong in
yeah.
a church.
Oh, yeah.
That
I agree
they
with
not
that.
from Europe. That stuff was from Africa.
Africa. They
And
stole a
you're
lot of stuff
looking
from
at,
Africa.
you're going, like, I saw this purple marble sarcophagus. It was purple, like grapes.
Oh yeah,
And it was straight marble.
they stole that.
You can't even put a price on that.
No, you cannot.
And it was from Egypt.
Yep. It was. There's a lot of power in that block because the Vatican is nothing but a block. It's a city. It's a city block, and there's a lot of power and a
it's
lot of
country.
money there.
It's a
its own
sovereign
country.
nation.
Correct.
It's a sovereign nation.
Within a nation.
Of course, I snuck pictures. You know,
Oh, so
I
did
snuck
I.
a video in the Sistine Chapel.
So did I.
You know,
Everybody
my
does
camera
that.
was just kind of facing up the
It was
ceiling.
facing
like
upwards
this.
like that and taking a video.
You know,
Correct.
but that what's it, Praetorian Guard?
Yeah, because they were in there screaming.
The Swiss in those silly outfits. You can't take them seriously, but don't sleep on them.
Don't sleep on them because they will kill you. they will kill you. From what I understand, they're highly trained killers. From what I understand.
So that was an amazing trip. I had pizza in Rome.
Really? How was that? Actually, I had pizza in where the heck were we? I forget which stop we were in. Was it Sicily?
We ate it outside, and on the street. And yo, that thin crust pizza, it was better than New York pizza.
Oh, Naples. I had pizza in Naples, and it was very
Yes, I had the Naples pizza, but in Rome, I gotta tell you that wood oven, the wood oven,
good. Really?
we got a spot here in Yonkers that makes it exactly like that. Fortina's. The guy who owns it is one from the Food Channel, famous chef. It's amazing. But I love that pizza.
I have to check that out. Yeah, I mean, I tell people all the time, listen, my friends travel. My friends, I don't know too many of my friends that don't travel. I can tell you what else I love. I was in Trinidad back in, I think it was 2015, 2016. And I had naan bread for the first time in Trinidad. And then they also had this thing called shark and bake, where it's literally like, they make it on the beach, and it's called, it's just a fish sandwich. And I don't even know what type of fish it was, but the bread was fresh, and I don't know what type of fish it was, but it was delicious.
You ever ate conch?
I did in the Bahamas, and I didn't like it. Matter of fact, I threw up.
It's so chewy.
Yeah, it's very chewy. I can't get with conch. That's not my thing. I don't care if it's fried or nah. Nah, I can't do it.
I like I I like the snapper. I like red snapper. I like grouper. I like that grouper fish.
Right.
I had it in Aruba, and I had it in Bermuda.
Now in San Juan, we were somewhere and Brenda ordered the red snapper, and she kind of was like when they brought it out because they bring
Oh,
out
because
the
the
full,
head was
they
still on.
bring out
Yeah,
the full fish with the eyes and everything.
yeah,
We're
front, yeah.
Americanized. We don't do heads on fish with the eyes still in there. They had the eyes looking up at her. She was
Wait,
like, what
I
in the
think
world?
I can show some of the pictures because I can just put it on the screen because
Yeah,
I
you
got
put it
one
on
of
the
those. Yeah, that food. Let me see, food.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah, I got it right there. I just saw it. Where'd it go?
yeah, and then in Trinidad, and I forget what street it's on, and Nia is going to watch this, and she's going to be like, Dante, I can't believe you don't remember the street. I'm going to tell you, in Trinidad, there is a Kentucky Fried Chicken in the middle of the city.
Stop it.
It's open almost. It's almost open 24 hours a day because it is jam packed. Their Kentucky Fried Chicken over there, yeah, I see that. Their Kentucky Fried Chicken over there is totally different from our Kentucky Fried Chicken here.
Yo, this right here
What is
was
that?
from a Cuban restaurant here in Yonkers.
Really,
Yo, this was the best red snapper I ever ate in my life.
really. You know the
It
name of
was
the restaurant?
Yeah, it's called Havana Cubana. I think it
Really?
Havana. Hun, what's the name of that spot? Bell Havana. That's what it
Okay.
is.
It was
right
good?
here. The head was still on, fried whole. It was stuffed with risotto.
What?
And stuffed with risotto and shrimp. I think with a coke. It was a coconut risotto.
Yo, that's crazy. Coconut risotto. Yo, that's
Yo,
crazy.
Yo, it was so good. Yeah, I mean, of course, I had to turn the head to me.
That's crazy, yo. Coconut risotto.
Oh, this is the butter cake.
You got a
That's
picture
the-
of that butter cake?
that's
That
the butter
Mastro's,
cake.
the Mastro's butter
Mastro's
cake
butter
is all
cake right
Jesus.
there.
The Mastro's butter cake is all Jesus. If you don't know anything about Mastro's butter cake, that's on you. Good luck, God bless, but you got to get that. You have
And
to go to
this is
Mastro's.
the night. This is the night in question, the alleged night.
I'm not putting any of this stuff up on the screen. I actually have the pictures. I actually have all the pictures on my computer here, and I was going to throw them up, and I was like, nah, I better not. I'm good on that. You're just gonna leave that alone. Yeah, we have traveled. We have traveled. What is that?
That's that steak.
That's that steak from there. Listen, we have traveled a lot. We've eaten a lot of places together. Like breakfast spots. Like I don't know any breakfast spots in New York. I don't know any breakfast spots in New York, but I know like here where do I live? Here in Charlotte, there's a spot called Ruby Slipper, which is great. There's Leah and Louise, which is great. But nationwide, Snooze AM Eatery, yo, Snooze is my spot. Well, Snooze used to be my spot. But I know I can get into Snooze, and I know the food is going to be consistent. It's going to be consistent, when you go there. And I like that. I choose a lot of people are like, well, why do you like these restaurants like this? I like consistency. I know what the food is going to be when I go.
So there's a hole in the wall in Mount Vernon called the Sugar Bowl.
Okay.
It's getting worse and worse. So I don't know if I should admit that I like the place,
Oh, really?
but it's a hole in the wall. There's a spot in Yonkers called Paxos where I really like their breakfast. I like Dominican breakfast.
What is Dominican breakfast?
So there's a bodega on my block by my church that they make the mangul. They make it's like a mashed plantains. It's sort of like almost like mashed potatoes, but it's a breakfast food, and then they make it with this salami sausage, this Dominican salami, and an egg and fried white cheese or fried queso frito.
Okay.
Yo, it's
Okay.
rich, but it's breakfast, yo, and it's different. It's not IHOP, pancakes and bacon and eggs and stuff, but I like the Dominican breakfast because my church, my ministry is in there. So of course you
Right.
got.
Is this the spot right across the street?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I know that spot.
Yeah,
I know
so
that spot.
really good breakfast, and
I can tell you in the pinch, In a pinch, if I'm hungry, Waffle House and Cracker Barrel. Now,
I like Cracker Barrel.
Tyrone Butler swears by Cracker Barrel. He swears
Uh-huh.
by Cracker Barrel.
He been inviting us up there. We gotta go. I like Cracker Barrel because I like their apple, the apple, the whatever that stuff is, the compote or whatever it is they make with that, and their sage sausage. That sausage.
I like their
got a
turkey
lot of
sausage.
season.
Their turkey sausage
it's seasoned really well.
But you have to. I mean, you really have to catch.
Yo,
them,
we
you know?
sound fat. We sound.
Yeah, we
fat
sound
on
like
this
we're
show,
real
man.
fat, but that's okay though. We travel, and it's not like we're eating this stuff every day. Most days, I'm not. Most
What's
days,
your
I'm,
favorite Italian?
I think I found a spot last night called Little Mama's here in Charlotte. It's very good. I had the chicken parm. I had a piece of a chicken parmesan, and then some ravioli, some fresh homemade ravioli. It was excellent. Matter of fact, I ate most of it for lunch today, lunch and dinner. Come to think about it,
That's in Charlotte.
that's in Charlotte. Yeah, I think that's one of my favorite places. A lot of people like Carmine's. You know,
You gotta be hungry when you go there.
Yeah.
You gotta be hungry when you go there.
Right. How about
The
you?
one on 42nd Street, Carmine's there is good. The hospitality, the service is really good.
Really?
Yeah, I like the Carmine's there. Let me talk about my least favorite that I've experienced. We were in Los Angeles, and I think we were in Studio City. I forget where we were. And were you with us? I don't know if you were with us.
Nope.
No, this is what last time we went to see Kai. And they didn't want to accommodate our orders because they were like, we have an authentic Italian chef, and he's really temperamental, so he doesn't change the menu. Yo, that food was so disgusting. And I was getting mad. Yo, then she wanted to force this Nutella cheesecake, carrot cake, something. Yo, it had Nutella on it. What Italian in their right mind is gonna put Nutella on a carrot cake? Yo, I was like, nobody asked for that. Take that off of my plate, off the table. Yo, they didn't have olive oil for the bread. They didn't. Yo, I was like, this is bootleg. So,
but you know what? The Nutella isn't that kind of an Italian thing? The Nutella.
I don't know, but it was disgusting. Nobody asked for the cake. I wasn't paying for it. It was disgusting. But my favorite is this spot locally called La Lanterna.
No, what kind of food is that, Doc?
It's Italian. It's Italian food, and just authentic. You know, I remember when I had COVID last year in March, and my taste went away. And when it finally started coming back, it was that food that I like literally almost made me cry because just the flavor, the love in the pot. You got to put love in the pot with Italian food, you know.
Right.
You should. Could go wrong real quick.
Yeah. I mean, now my least favorite Italian place, my least favorite chain restaurants. I can name them all right now. I hate Olive Garden. I hate Red Lobster. I don't like IHOP. I am not a fan of Taco Bell, Wendy's, Burger King. I will take an In-N-Out burger over McDonald's any day. I'll take an In-N-Out burger over anything. Let's see who else don't. I don't know. They just opened up an Arby's down the street, and I haven't been there, but I've been to Arby's maybe twice in my life. You know, I guess it's okay. Popeyes, I don't necessarily do Popeyes.
I love Popeyes.
You know, Chick-Fil-A,
Chick-fil-A is overrated. It's overrated. Yeah. But it's, you know, you just brag that you went there and you the man. You know, I was at Chick-fil-A, you know, on a Sunday.
On a Sunday? You went to Chick-fil-A on a Sunday? That's disgusting, yo. I'm like, yo, it's not that good to me, and this is just me because you know you got a lot of people that.
Felicia says that Arby's gyros are good.
Now there's a spot over here in Charlotte, well, especially down here, called Greco Fresh. Had the best gyros in the world. Best gyros in the world.
I got a halal truck around the corner from me.
Oh yeah,
that would kill anything that you've ever eaten in that category of food. Yo, on an afternoon. $10, you just full.
Really, really. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what's up though. That's what you want.
Five Guys. I
Five
like Five
Guys.
Guys burgers.
I like their fries.
I like their fries
I
too.
like
I
their
like their
fries. Their
burgers
Cajun
though.
fries.
But the In and Out burgers, I mean, we stop there when we get out the airplane every
Yeah,
time
every
we fly
time.
to Los Angeles.
It depending on the time. Because
Yeah.
now, the coffee cup is right around the corner. So I like the coffee cup for breakfast in LA,
Oh,
which
okay.
is over in Inglewood, over by the old townhouse over there. That's the good breakfast spot.
But I
Again,
never fly in during the morning.
no, hardly ever. Normally, like if I go, it's when I'm flying out. I'll just go there before I go to the airport and hit it. But listen, we have flown all over the daggone place, eating food like Aruba. Didn't we end up at TGI Fridays when we were we were in
Yeah,
Aruba?
how did we end
I
up
don't know.
at?
I don't know how we did
No,
that.
it was Tony Roma's.
Yeah, it was one of them. Whatever it was, I was like,
It was
this
Tony
is-
Roma's. It was
horrible.
worse. It was not good.
It
was not good.
it was not good at all. But I like consistency when I travel, and so we talk about we're traveling, we do it. Yeah, we're in the middle of a pandemic, but a lot of people are still traveling. When you hit these cities, just scope out the low. Oh, what was the name of that spot we went to in LA on top of the parking garage? Oh man, down in the flower district.
Black owned.
It was a black one, Ruby and Rose, something like that. It was
something like that.
It was like Ruby and Rose. That was good. We enjoyed.
That was
the
good
there.
food.
Yeah,
That
we
was
enjoyed
good
the food
food.
there.
I
It was
try
on
to
top.
support the black businesses too. So
We definitely try to do that. But listen, don't come at us with no nonsense, though. You're gonna be black owned. Make sure the service is good. Make sure your establishment is clean. And I don't care if you're black owned or white owned or whoever owns. Just make sure it's
keep it
clean.
Yeah,
The service is good because we will walk out.
food is consistent.
I have walked out of a payway before because it smelled like the sewer system, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not, I think that's crazy. Like now, it's hard to find good Chinese food down here in North Carolina. It's very hard to find good.
It's hard to find it in New York now after the
Are you
pandemic.
serious?
They are closing on us, kid.
Really?
Yeah,
Yo,
people weren't kind to our Asian brothers and sisters.
Really.
Yeah,
Nah,
so
they got to do better. I mean, I miss a good General Child's chicken with some authentic hot mustard, not that nonsense they're using now. I want the old school pack of hot
the
mustard.
old packed up hot,
Right.
burn your whole mouth mustard.
And the duck sauce. You can't get that stuff at PF Chang's. I don't know what they're doing at PF Chang's, but I need some. I
They
need some real
closed up
stuff.
here. Yeah, PF Chang's closed. I like Thai food, man.
I haven't had good Thai food since I left Phoenix. There was a good Thai spot in Phoenix that I really enjoyed, and don't ask me the name of it because I just know it was over by Chase and Bank of America in Tempe. It was great Thai food. Now, Phoenix is a city that has great food, period. Like there's a spot called Buck and Ryder in Phoenix that they have the best grilled Brussels sprouts ever. With grilled Brussels sprouts with a hint of apple cider vinegar on it and goat cheese.
Do you
It's
like goat
dope.
cheese on it?
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to eat it, man. You're supposed to eat it with the goat cheese. That's what's dope. That's what's good. And then New Orleans. Now I'm going to say something controversial about New Orleans, but
I got some favorite restaurants there, man.
Yo,
But it's
Neo-
it's dark and beautiful, man.
Yeah.
That city is woof.
yeah.
Gotta be careful there.
Now there's a spot in New Orleans called Neo's where I had the best. They had the grilled oysters, like the Rockefeller. They put the grill with
You like
with the
them raw
Parmesan.
too,
No,
though.
I don't eat them raw. They're grilled, so I'm good. So
Okay.
with the Parmesan cheese and the crushed red pepper off the grill, it's the bomb. I don't like them raw.
I ate at Emerald's. I had to give them a standing applause.
I've never eaten at Emerald's.
Emerald put some love in the pot. I'm telling you,
Really?
the only place that I felt more impressed with a chef was Hell's Kitchen in Vegas.
I see it. Vegas is a foodie's paradise. Vegas
I had
has
that-
everything.
I had
Hell's
that,
Kitchen.
what was that thing called? Beef.
The Wellington.
Yes, in the pastry,
Yeah.
the beef Wellington.
Yes. It's delicious. Hell's Kitchen has it going.
Chef Ramsay.
If you get a chance to go to Vegas, you have to get reservations at Hell's Kitchen.
And do it at lunch because it's
Right.
not as crowded and the service is still amazing.
Correct. Yeah, Hell's Kitchen is one of my favorite spots. Yeah, Mike. Corey said he's eating at Emeril's in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Where's
that's
Bethlehem?
close. That's not too far.
Oh, where's Bethlehem, Pennsylvania? I don't know where that
That's where
is.
he is now. It's
Okay.
it's out there like near Scranton, right?
Okay. All right. So off of 84.
Yeah,
All right, that's not bad.
I
Yo,
think.
now I'm gonna tell you my other spot in Vegas, and it's in Miami, and it's in LA, and it's in DC. Yardbird. To me, Yardbird has the best fried chicken that you can get in a restaurant. Period. It's their specialty. That's what they do. Some people that's like, oh, I don't like it. I didn't like the atmosphere. Yo, Yardbird it's a restaurant. And their fried chicken is delicious. It's in Lehigh off of 78, Corey says. Yardbird in Vegas has it going on. Now, the spot in Vegas and in Phoenix for, you want catfish. I send, and Robert and Brandon just went there last week in Vegas. They went to Lolo's Chicken and Waffles. Lolo's was always good in a pinch. Lolo's Chicken and Waffles in Phoenix. They actually have one in Dallas now also. In Dallas, in Las Vegas. Great food. It's consistent. I know when I go there and order my catfish what it's going to taste like. And that's what I like. I like.
So don't have a Yardbird in New York.
Nah, they don't have one in New York. They have one in D.C. The closest one is in D.C. And then they have one in Miami on the East Coast. And then, of course.
How's that place Ketchup's by where you used to live over there?
I didn't like it, but I mean,
I ate there.
It was okay at the harbor. Yeah, Ketchup at the harbor. Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't anything to write home to mom about. It was all right. Let me think where else. What else are my other favorite travel spots that I like going to? I like Miami. Yo, Miami's dope. Miami has a dope food scene. Joe's Stone Crab in Miami. Dope food there. It's great food.
Is that on the Strip?
No, it's in Miami Beach, but it's not. It's like it's not off the beaten path, but it's not on the Strip.
Okay, it's probably like one of the second or third streets in.
Yep, fourth street end, but it's called Joe's Stone Crab. Great food there. Great seafood. It has some of the best.
I thought you was going to say like Wet Willie's or something like that.
I don't know what that is.
It's on the Strip.
I have no clue what that is, yo. I don't.
It's a restaurant. They sell like smoothies and it's good food.
No, I don't. Okay, I believe you, but I don't know what it is. I'm just saying I have no clue what Wet Willie's is.
He's so bougie. I didn't say that when I didn't know what Joe Stone's Crab was. I didn't say I don't know what that is. I didn't know what it was. I was curious.
Wet Willie sounds like somebody's strip club that you
right. So be honest. You say, yo, I don't like the name.
I don't like the name. It sounds like a strip club.
It ain't a strip club.
That's what it sounds like.
I can't deal with you.
It just. And let me put this up here right now. So I'm going to say this. Allegedly in Atlanta, because I've never been, but they say that Magic City has the best daggone chicken wings ever. They say in Atlanta that Magic City, allegedly, I've never been, so I'm gonna tag some of my friends that have been. Yeah, he's gonna fade to black. I'm gonna tag some of my friends that have been. So if you've been to Magic City, you had the wings there. Let us know. Post a comment. Leave us a comment. Let us know. I'm gonna live vicariously through y'all. I'm not going.
Yo, you and Sean was talking about the Slutty Vegan.
Oh, Slutty Vegan in Atlanta. Yo, Slutty Vegan. I like Slutty Vegan in Atlanta. I had their I forget the name of the sandwich, but it had plantains. It had jerk plantains on it, and some sauce. It was delicious, and their fries are actually good too. Okay. Their fries are good too. Yeah, Slutty Vegan, they have it going on. And I mean, I'm not a vegan, but when I ate that, whatever, I hate to call it a burger. When I ate their sandwich, it was a good sandwich. It had good flavor.
It was an Impossible Burger.
It's impossible. Shout out to Dave Chappelle.
Yo, do you like the Impossible Burgers?
Not necessarily. I'm not.
Or what was the other? It's just another name for it.
Beyond Meat. I'm not necessarily a fan. No. The answer is no. I'm going to eat a burger. I want a burger. I tried Slutty Vegan and it was good, but there were a lot of things on the sandwich to take your mind off that you were eating a burger, right?
I tried it when they first came out. I actually invested in the stock. And,
we all did.
Made a little bit of money and then got out.
Right.
I think you're the one that told me to do it.
Right. Made a couple of dollars and got out.
Made a couple of dollars, and then let me try to think. My daughter Kayla is vegan, like really? Straight, like fanatic about it, and sometimes the food just don't do it for me. It's just not appetizing, but it ain't for me.
Right, it ain't for me. I mean, I don't know. Some of your favorite cities to go to outside of
Favorite
LA
city.
because we're always there.
Oof. In the States,
I mean, I don't know. It can be anywhere.
I like Dar es Salaam in Tanzania.
Okay.
I like Abidjan in Cote d'Ivoire on west coast of Africa. I like Casablanca.
Really? You say that? Yeah. Every time you say that, every time we talk about that, your mind just—it's like
That
it blew your
city
mind.
is beautiful, man. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I like. So of course you see I have an affinity to Africa,
Right.
because I was so blown away by the diversity, the beauty, the culture, the language, the people. It's just nothing like people tell you, and I was very comfortable because we own everything. It's just different. I liked Jerusalem, just historically. I've been there a couple times, and Rome historically. I want to go to Paris. My wife and I.
Yo, I really want to go to Paris. Like, I
Anybody
want to
do something nice for a hardworking pastor and his wife? You could buy us a week in Paris. That would be so nice. Anybody want to do something like that? Just to be kind.
I mean, you have not because you ask not,
Hey,
right?
look, listen. My wife and I would love to go to Gay Paris.
Yeah, I would love to go to
On my
Paris.
French. I've been working on my French. I've never been to London.
Never been to London. I've never been.
I love New York. It's my favorite place on the planet. Favorite city, besides Oranjestad in Aruba.
I mean, Aruba is one of my favorite. Aruba's cool. Our next big trip is to Greece. Yeah, I would like to go to Greece one day. I'm not gonna front. I love Maui.
Maui.
I love the Wailea section of Maui, the island of Maui. I love the Wailea section.
That sounds so exotic.
It's not, but it's not. And listen, Hawaii is still in the United States of America. That's why I love it so much, because it is still in the U.S. even though it's paradise. Love Maui. It did not like Honolulu, probably because I was there for work. So you didn't get
Why
there.
Would you work in Hawaii?
No, we were literally there for work. We did one of those big events in Honolulu, believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
Honolulu is a big city. I mean, it's a huge city, and it has all the big city problems. Expensive housing, low income, homelessness. That's
Wow.
like and
Well, it's
paradise.
limited. Real estate is very limited there, so I can imagine that you have
Correct.
a lot of that poverty because there's just not enough land.
Correct, and everything is building up, and people can't afford it.
Speaking of which,
Here we go. Go ahead.
I mean, just to shift the conversation a tad, about this whole Zillow thing.
Yeah. You know what? I've been hit up about it a couple of times today, and I'm going to give my opinion on this. And this is just me. And Zillow was speculating. They bought up all these properties, and they paid way more money than what they were supposed to pay for them. And now they're getting ready to. They lost $330 million the last quarter. Most of that in Phoenix, Arizona, which means that they were taking advantage of people. Well, I mean, not really taking advantage of people because they were buying houses for more than what they were worth, but it was they had a bad model. And their model was so bad that they're sitting on 7,000 homes right now that they're trying to get rid of.
2.4 billion.
$2.4 billion that's going to go to investors. It's not going to go to individual homeowners who actually need it. They're not going to pass along. If they're going to sell them for a loss, they might as well sell them to people who are looking for homes, who are trying to find homes. That's what they need to do instead of selling
the whole
them
Robin Hood thing, right? Like rob the rich and give it to the poor.
If you're going to take your loss, go ahead and take it. Take your lump right there.
So how do we become a part of the investor class that gets a part of that?
I don't have $2.8 billion. If I knew someone with $2.8 billion, wait a second. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Been in the presence of some of
Wait a
those
second.
guys.
We've been in the presence of some people, but
Yeah, but real estate,
it would be
that
real estate
would,
is yeah, real estate is hard. I mean, I would tell people if you're going to invest in real estate, if you want to become a real estate investor, buying and flipping in this market is not good right now. The prices are still very high. However, if you find a good deal somewhere where you can buy and hold and collect the rents, that's maybe what you want to do. You know, especially if you're going to buy units. If you're going to buy units, that's the way to go. You know, 2, 3, 4 units, do that. But, you know, don't try to become a mogul overnight because you'll always lose your shirt. And, oh, by the way, this is nothing more than the same cycle playing itself over and over again.
So you think that Zillow? Because I mean, when I first read of the story, it was like a conspiracy. Like, you know, they were going to try to crash the market or drive the prices up, and it backfired.
Oh, it definitely backfired on them. And here's the problem. Everyone uses like Zillow, Redfin, Open Door. They're all kind of intertwined together from a technology standpoint, you know, and to me, I mean, they took a gamble and they lost. And so you get what you get, take your lumps, move on. The unfortunate piece is they're getting ready to lay off 25% of their workforce. And most of those people are going to be laid off in Phoenix, from what I understand. So
because I remember reading this TikTok video that accused them of manipulating the housing market, and really it. And of course, they try to debunk it, but now that they're laying off half, it's half or a quarter of their workforce. It's like it's kind of confirming the conspiracy.
Yeah, but I don't know how they can manipulate the market, right? Because the market is the market. You know, the market has manipulated itself with supply and demand. You know, there were more people out there looking for homes and looking to buy homes and looking to relocate out of larger cities and then moving into other communities during the pandemic, and that's what really caused the problem. So people were looking.
$2.4 billion worth of property.
I mean, that's
being
7,000
purchased by someone. But being purchased by someone who is really supposed to be a middleman marketing agency. That changes the temperature of the.
Zillow to me was never a middleman marketing agency. Zillow to me was always an aggregator of public data. It made to me. This is just me. They were always just a aggregator of public data, you know. So if I wanted to look up the value of a home and the homes around it, I could go to Zillow and put the address in and pull up public record for what
But here's the thing, and you follow the money, and then you realize what they are, because you don't get money for just aggregating the data.
No, you don't.
Because you can click on those, and then an agent is calling you from
that is very true. And now that's the only thing that they tried to corner the market. I think they tried to corner the mortgage market.
It's manipulation.
They tried to corner the housing market, and they failed. I mean, could it have been
region?
In a region,
$2.4 billion worth of land is nothing. That's a city block in New York.
It's 7,000 homes out of probably the few million that are in Phoenix.
Right, I'm saying, but in New York, it's a block.
Right. I mean, it was and here's the thing: they did it in an area that was so that devalued during the last crisis. They had so many homes in foreclosure in Phoenix and in Las Vegas. During the last crisis, that it was easy for them to go in and pick them off one by one. So that's why they concentrated out there, and they didn't go to other places. They didn't go to a larger city like LA. They didn't go to New York. They didn't go to Atlanta. So they did it there because there was an abundance of homes available for sale, of investors trying to sell. And really, what they were doing what they call fix and flip. So they would buy them and then try to fix them and then try to flip them.
Right, so you're talking about an average house price of $342,000.
Right, which is way overpriced for that. If everything was in that Phoenix market, that's way overpriced for the Phoenix market. Way overpriced. I mean, I look back in. My sister-in-law owned a home in Phoenix that she paid $120,000 for, and it's probably worth, you know, in this market right now, $280 easily. 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, in-ground pool, because everybody has a pool in Phoenix, you know.
Yes, because it's
It's
150
it's 100
degrees
it's
in the
100
winter.
hell. It's 100 hell out there during the winter. So yeah, so no, Zillow, take your bath, take your losses. Um, and then the other thing that was in the news that's really sad is that cat in Las Vegas, Ruggs, the wide receiver for the Las Vegas Raiders, man, killed that lady in the DUI crash. Um, I
Oh
mean,
man.
somebody has to get a hold of these dudes. First of all, why are you driving drunk and then you driving 156 miles an hour on basically a residential street? I've been down Rainbow before in Vegas, and I don't understand how he got up to 156 miles an hour. That's absolutely crazy. So, prayers with the young lady's family. Our prayers can't bring her back, but prayers of comfort for her family, and then praying for him too, that he get his life right, because now you're out the league, your girlfriend's injured, she was in the car with you, she's injured, you're injured now,
Jeez.
you're in jail,
Mm-hmm.
and he's facing a long time in jail. That DUI and reckless driving with death, that's he's and it's on his
Yeah.
conscience. It's going to be on his conscience.
Yeah.
So
That's
hopefully
gonna
that
be
brother
tough
gets some
for him to
help.
carry.
Yeah. Yep, yep,
Wow.
yep. So yeah, man. So those are everything I wanted to talk about tonight, man. Just having a conversation with my
Same here,
boy,
man.
with Mo's throw up adventure,
Yeah, his
his
vomitorium,
vomitorium.
exploratory journey. That was
And
quite interesting, man.
yeah,
We'll
that
never
whole
forget it. And your hands swelling up from that.
like the clumps from that
I
daggone.
never seen nothing like that, kid.
That's all right. It'll be all right though. I'll never use that hand sanitizer again. You don't
Yo,
have to worry about me.
When is Nam again? It's in June
Yeah, they moved NAM to June now.
in Anaheim still.
And it's still in Anaheim. So, but before then, we got to figure out something to do before then. So we'll figure it out offline.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm
figure that
game.
out. We'll figure that out
I'm
way
game.
offline.
Just say the word.
We'll have to get Corey. We'll have to get Corey to come out, and Sean and the rest of the fellas, just to hang out for a few
Just
days.
hang out a couple days.
A couple days, just to do nothing.
Maybe find a
with the
music
weather.
fest somewhere we can go to.
I'm going to one next week, so we'll see. We'll see how
Where?
that happens. In Hampton, Virginia.
What festival?
It's the
The Newport?
Legacy Jazz Festival.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's happening next week in Hampton.
Because then the Newport News is down there too, right? Same.
Yeah,
area?
it's not far from there. Yeah, it's right next door. Come to think about it.
I'll find out what John is performing because he could make some
So
things
he's
work.
just
Jazz fest.
going to drop a name
No,
like
I
that.
just said his first name. That's all I did.
Drop a name like that, you bastard. Yo, we still
But he
fanboys
could
though.
buy- Yeah,
still
straight
fanboy.
up.
We
But
fanboys,
he's got
fanboys.
great shows, man. He's doing some stuff. Did you see Nate Smith and Joe Dart? Wolfpack, is he playing with Wolfpack or is it just Joe Dart?
I think it's just Joe. Them boys,
Oh,
they're beasts. They're beasts. They're beasts. They're beasts. They're beasts. What you gonna do? All right, man. Let's wrap it up. Thank you, man. Thank y'all for joining us. Everybody that was watching tonight, your questions, your comments. Again, some people are like, "What's the format?" We're just having a conversation because this is what we do. You have an inside track on some of the conversations that we have, not all of them, because he's playing at the Berks Blues Festival on the 20th. Okay, I don't know where that is, but
What,
let us know where
Mike-
that is.
Corey's
Corey
playing it?
is. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to figure that out. That's too close to Thanksgiving, man. You can't be traveling right before
Corey
Thanksgiving.
is gigging.
Yeah, he gigging for real. Plus, he gigging on the CCM scene too. He's the resident CCM drummer.
Oh, is that right?
So, by the way, I'm going to have to. He's reading. He's
In
Reading.
Reading, Pennsylvania.
By the way, we're going to revisit this gospel versus CCM conversation probably
I'm
next
still
week.
struggling with it.
And that's why, because you mentioned it the other day. I'm going to tell you that even though I'm hard on CCM, I understand why it's there. But the New Yorker in me just doesn't like it. That's just me. That's just me. So I have a couple of guests that are going to come on. Hassel is going to join us. We'll try to, we'll inform everybody. But it's going to be a good conversation. I'm going to have one of my guests is one of the foremost ministers of music, and he's a CCM artist. He's definitely an artist first, but he definitely performs more CCM than anything else. He and his son. So we're gonna have him on, and we're just gonna talk this thing out. He knows how I feel about it, so he's gonna give me a lot of grief too. All right. Thank y'all for joining us, man. Thank you, Hassel, man. Have a good. Hey, make sure y'all join Dr. Hassel tomorrow morning for his podcast. Well, I hate to say podcast, but for his broadcast on his channel.
You're gonna help me make it a
James
podcast.
Hassel. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Band I'm playing with goes on before band with Chris Coleman. Oh man, you don't want to do that. You don't want to go. Listen. Just stay in the pocket. Don't
Yo,
try
he
to do
just
any
put his hand
fills.
over his head. Yeah,
Right. Don't
it's
do
like
any
us
fills.
singing before take 6. You
Right,
know, it's
right.
like really.
Like what y'all doing that? We're not doing this. You're not going to set us up for failure. All right, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna make it a podcast. James, what's the name of your believing
Better Living.
Better Living with
Living.
Dr. James Hassel.
9:30 on Dr. James Hassel on my Facebook and YouTube page.
And we are going to make that a podcast soon. It needs to be a podcast because it's definitely good information, good teaching that you're giving out every morning at 9:30 a.m. So you can listen to it there. Go on tonight and listen to it if you want to listen to what he talked about earlier today. But it's great teaching.
Yeah, follow me. I need your input.
Yeah, I need some followers too. So follow me, do what you need to do. All right, everyone. Have a good evening. We'll talk to you next week. Peace.